Okay, hello again. Welcome back to another video. So in this video, we are going to keep it very short. It's going to be a very small topic, but very interesting one actually. And I'll by the end of the video, you'll understand why this is such a game changer. Okay, so understanding multimodal AI. Multimodal is a very simple word actually. So multi-input model. So what are these different multi-inputs? They can be not just text, but images, audio, video, and file. These four different things count as multimodal. As of now, OpenAI GPT 4.1 and Anthropic Claude 3.7, 4.1 are uh, all the OpenAI models after GPT 4.1, GPT 4.0, all the models after GPT 4.0, along with the Claude models 3.7 and later, are multimodal, but they're not completely multimodal because they don't support other formats like audio, video, file. They support only images. Okay, so as of now, these are the only models which support actual image input. Gemini Gemini models also take image as an input, but they are not multimodal. They are using image captioning as one of the component. So you'll pass an image, it will take that image, it will read it, it will caption it. That text, the caption text, is going to be sent as an attachment to your original input, which is totally different from actual multimodal LLM, where the image will be fed directly to the LLM model. So let's try to understand how exactly do these things work and what is the difference here. And there's also one more key point that everybody has to understand is file upload is not multimodal. If you are able to upload a file, that doesn't mean that your model is reading the actual file. All the OpenAI, Cloud, etc., they're all following a very simple RAG architecture where they're storing the files, they're creating chunks out of this file, they're storing the actual chunks in a vector database, and they're using a retrieval augmented generation. And that is basically you are getting some text, you are adding text to your input. You are not sending the actual file to the model. But image, you are indeed sending the actual image to the model. So let's try to understand this using this very simple notebook here. So I've got a nice picture of a golden retriever. It's a simple JPG image. And if you see this piece of code, I'm giving the path, which is the file name, and I'm reading that image and I'm converting that into base 64. This is the piece of code to convert any image into base 64 format. If I run it, it is going to give me an output like this. It's a really huge string. So essentially, it's converting every pixel into certain number or certain set of alphabets and numbers, certain expression, I can say. And this is going to be a base 64 encode image, which means I can feed this to all the places which will take a image URL. So let's suppose in the HTML page, let's go to Chrome. Okay, here you can see this logo is an image, right? I don't know if I can access the, no, it doesn't have, okay. So this logo is an image. So instead of storing the image in some S3 bucket or Azure Cloud storage account and giving the URL here, I can take the base 64 string, this extremely long string, and I can pass it here and it will behave in the exact same way. So base 64 images are basically encoded version of actual images. And whatever URL that you will be passing here in the front end of any application or any web applications or the postman, they're all going to take the URL that convert them into base64. As simple as that. So essentially everything at the end will be converted to base64, which is what we are doing here. Now what we are going to do is I'll connect to my client. I'll read all the environment variables. I'll connect to my client. I'm going to take this image path. I'll paste it here. and I'm going to convert it into base64, store it in a variable called image base64. Then I'm going to pass it like this. So far for content, we have been giving just string, but not just string. You can also pass it as a array where type text, and this is the actual input, and type image URL is where you will pass the actual base64 version of it. Let's suppose you have a actual image itself. For example, this is a image that I found on Google Images. This is the URL. This is from Wikipedia. I can take the URL. I can pass it here directly like this. I don't have to do basics for and everything. But if I want to use the local image, then I can go with this approach. So I'm asking it to describe this picture. This picture shows a golden retriever dog. The dog has a light golden fluffy coat, etc., etc. So it was able to actually read the image. This is a very huge thing actually. So the model is able to read the image, analyze every detail properly. So this is why image upload to ChatGPT is such a powerful feature. And they are restricting it because it is going to consume more and more power in the backend side for the model. I believe for the free users, you can upload up to 25 images per day, I think, not more than that. But the premium users, they have a higher number, but it is again limited, of course. So this is how we can pass images for your model. But apart from images, as of now, no LLM supports any other input format. Text and image are the only two things which are supported. We do have different things like file support, where you can create a vector store, attach the vector store ID to your input, but that is a glorified RAG. Your file is not being sent to the actual model. At the same time, for audio also, there's no proper way to send any audio. There's no proper way to attach video and send it to the model. They're all using some sort of tricks to convert all those files or all those inputs into text. That text is going to be appended along with the user input and it will be sent, like a simple trick. But the image upload is something that we have which is being sent to the model directly. This is much more powerful and much more accurate and beneficial. And as a result of this, let's say if you are designing a front end application, and if you want to take inspiration from somewhere, you can just take a screenshot of it, attach it, and you can say, recreate the same front end UI for me. It will do that job because it is able to read all the lines, all the curves, all the colors exactly as it is. At the same time, for AI image generation as well, the Ghibli art trend, which has gone very viral, was possible just because of this part. The image input, whatever image that you are uploading, that image will be sent to the backend model. For image generation, I believe they are using some sort of a diffusion model along with in painting. I believe that's the word for it. In painting, stable diffusion, where essentially it will mask some certain region and then it will paint on top of it. Yeah, there you go. So whenever you want to make any changes in a particular image, it will try to mask that area and then it will start generating only in that particular region. And all of this is possible because the model itself is receiving the input. So that's one of the most powerful feature of GPT-4o and also Claude 3.7 and 4 as well. So this is multi-modal input as of now. Apart from image, we don't support any other formats of input. So this is a very short tutorial on multi-modal AI. Next, we are going to cover something about token consumption, which is such a lengthy topic, and it's going to and we are going to discover a lot of new things in this particular topic. I hope I'll see you there. Thank you.